All right, so I want to talk a little bit about when you mistakenly shoot horizontally and you need to produce a vertical reel. Obviously, not the best situation, but I'm already here in my Premiere Pro, and I'm going to, first of all, I always like to kind of start off by going into my workspaces and resetting to save layout. That kind of cleans up any weird mistakes I may have made. And now I'm going to import two different interviews, and you're going to see that one I'm going to be more successful with than the other. So I'm just going to click on 9, hold down Control, click on 14, and I'm going to bring them in here. Okay, so here are my videos. I'm going to put in 9. I'm going to drag that in. And right now, this sequence is now named for this clip. So, but here over here in the project window, I'm going to double click on this and make this. This is the actual sequence. I'm going to name it the same thing as my file name, Wilkerson K Clips. Okay. So that popped this over so I don't get confused. This is the name of my sequence, and these are my files. Okay. So here is this student being interviewed, and it is a long-sighted interview, right? So he's looking over into the camera. Looking over here off to the side. And I need it to be vertical. So first thing I'm going to do is come up. I have the clip highlighted. I'm going up to the sequence and I'm doing sequence settings. Okay. And instead of 1920, I'm going to do 1080. So this is 1080, 1920. Okay. And then I'm going to um, hit kind of weirdly. Well, I'm sorry, hold on a second. I can't see this because, okay, I'm going to hit save and hit OK. Okay. I am not seeing everything that you're seeing because my recording is in the way. Okay, so this is what my program screen looks like. And obviously this is unacceptable. I have the black bars on the top. He's in this different place. So I need to make it bigger and I need to move it around. So I need to go over here into my source window, into my effect controls. And both the position and the scale, they're really sliders. They don't look like sliders, but if I hover over the 100 and I move it up, I'm going to make it as big as my frame. So there's no black bars. Okay, so that's the first thing I did. I scaled it up. Now I'm going to do the position and I'm going to move him over. Okay. And I could play with this a little bit until there's black bars, so I can do that. So this is moving it left to right, this is up and down, and then this is the scale. Okay, so I've done that. And now what I need to do is make sure that I see him the whole time. So here he is. And then do you see his face? He kind of goes over to the right. So especially he goes over to the right here. So I'm going to change the position a little bit because I don't want him to ever go off frame. So let's see how he looks here. Yeah. So I'm going to do it because I don't want him to ever go off frame. So there I got it. Okay. So that looks good. I actually don't think someone's going to notice that. So I've got that. So now I'm going to show you how it's a little more difficult. So I'm going to do 14 here and I'm going to drag this in. Okay. And I need to do the same stuff here. So this wasn't framed great even as a horizontal frame. There's just way too much space over her head, and there's no way for me to get rid of that way too much space over her head. So I have to click on the clip, and the scale I'm going to use as a slider until I don't see that anymore. Okay, and I'm actually going to go even closer in because I want to try and get rid of some things. And now position, I'm going to put her there. Um, and that's what I've got. So I think that's about the best I can do. Um, Oh, actually, I did that better than I thought. Okay, so I moved it up and down, and this is where she's at right now. Okay, now you can't make it too big. Like if it's really small and I make it big, it's going to be low resolution. You can see that I've lost some of my resolution, but I'm just trying to salvage this project. So I've got this, and so that's how I've turned it into a vertical reel. And I've also kind of improved it a little bit. So that's it.